Hello everyone, and welcome back again to a brand new video. Do you want to make changes to the sidebar in your Google Sites? In this tutorial, we will show you how to edit and customize the sidebar, making it more useful and visually appealing for your visitors. So guys, let's get started. Before we start with this video, make sure to watch it from now till the end so you can have the full experience. So let's go ahead guys and sign into Google Sites, and after that I'm going to go with the blank sites. Now as you can see here, we don't have a sidebar in this specific blank sites, so for this specific region, for those who are starting with blank sites, unfortunately that's not gonna work for you, unless of course somehow you have added a sidebar into it, which isn't really something that you could add from these sections right here. So what we're gonna do is to go back and try to find something that already has a sidebar. So let's go ahead, and I think one of these templates might have it. So let's go to the restaurant. So this one has some kind of sidebars, and basically sidebars, for those who doesn't know, they are basically bars that are in the right or the left of the website. So they are some kind like that, so they are on the left or the right of the website. And basically here how you can make them in like Google Sites is pretty complicated, because they will not come for you in the default mode, and to create them you have to go not for the sidebar, but you have to go to the content blocks and make the content just like that. So 3 contents, and to make this one look like it is like a sidebar, so it's pretty complicated way to make it. So for example, I can here add a text box, and this text box is basically gonna be made as a sidebar. So it is very complicated thing to have, and you are very how can I say it, you are very restricted. You have to follow their like design, so it has to be picture and then a text and then a small text. So it's very limited when it comes to the Google Sites and making sidebars. And even if I wanted to, I can't really move it to total left, so it can't really be added to the side of the site. So it's always gonna be somehow away from the sidebar, which is pretty bad for us. So I can, it's like I'm trying to drag it, but it's always gonna be going back to here. So this is very something bad to have, not something that would be recommended. That's why they have made something called Blogger. If you guys don't know about it, let me just show you here. Blogger itself will help you a lot, since you can find here view blog. Let me just open that layout. I think it is layout or theme. Oh, it is layout, and here you can find sidebar and you can edit it. So you will have gadgets, you can add titles, you can add stuff to it. But for example, here as you saw in Google Sites, we don't even have sidebars, neither in my blank in the menu here, so we can't have it here in the menu. As you can see, there's nothing that says sidebar, and basically anything can't be gone to the total left. So maybe it is something that is made by default from them. And also even the template that are basically pre-made by them, they don't really have sidebars, nothing. Like we could go through all of them one by one, and we wouldn't be able to actually add any sidebar. So to edit the sidebar, you have to first find it, which is pretty difficult in here. And to create it, as I said, you have to do the step that I have shown you. You have to go here, make sure that you are choosing this content block, which is the 3 divided one, and make these two looks like a sidebar somehow. It's up to your creativity and your imagination to make one. So you can make one like that, one to the left, one to the right, and this one in the middle you can just make it look as large as possible. So something like so. You can do the work for us, I think, yeah, you can make it look something like that, make it as big as this, just like that. You have made like a small or like a small representation for a sidebar, which is, I mean, yeah, it's not a sidebar, it's not something like it, but it is what it is. This is the tools that we have. And for people who are recently going through the web and learning the web, well, Google Site is your only way to start learning. And the tools that they are like giving you and are pretty limited. Not pretty limited, they are very limited. Like there is a lot of things that are pretty easy to use and they are not here. There is no sidebars. I mean, that's bad. The footer does exist here, but you have to add it manually. So add footer, something like that. And even the footer itself, you can't really take this. I mean, hopefully I can take it. Yeah, you can't really take it. The website is managed to have like these lines like here, so you can't really pass them unless you add like a very big picture or you like have added like a code. Otherwise, having a sidebar is pretty hard for you to have. Unless you are very good with coding, then you might have the ability to add a code that can somehow push every element that you want to have in the sidebar to the left and push it to the right, so it can really be acting as a sidebar, because a sidebar has to be in the sides and not in the middle and not away from the sides. And yeah, and what also can be used to have a sidebar and to like act like a sidebar is basically remove these texts, as you can see here. Go ahead and create a sidebar wherever you want and just try to add it as a picture. So this is an idea that you can use. So you can make a sidebar, for example, in Canva. Make sure that it fits the colors and the vibe of your website, and then simply upload it in here, and it's gonna be start acting just like a sidebar on your website. The only confusing part is it's not gonna be clickable, it's just gonna be zooming in and out just like a picture, which is something very terrible. But yeah, this is what we got to deal with. This is Google Sites. It's very limited. It doesn't have anything that can help us to make a sidebar, unfortunately. So yeah, guys, so once you tried this solution, well, it's the only solution that is available right now, and even the content can be changed to anything, so there's no sidebar here. So once you publish it, once you have done everything here, make sure that you have published it. And yeah, this is basically it. Unfortunately, Google Site doesn't allow us to do that. So thank you guys a lot for watching, and see you guys in the next tutorial.